today's pre-recorded video, we will be giving NFL tight ends their Madden ratings for Madden 26. Now, once again, this is a recorded video that I have recorded some time ago. I don't really know how far in advance this will be posted, but these tight ends are ranked based on my opinion. It is not based on what I think Madden will give them in Madden 26. It is strictly what I think they should be rated. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I'm not going to go in any kind of order, and don't forget, as usual, check out Dubby.gg. That's the website for my favorite energy drinks, Dubby. They're right behind me over here. They're delicious. They're cost effective. They're just over $1 per drink. And you also get a discount when you use code SHREDDER on their website. So SHRD3R, that's the code for 10% off anything on their website. Go check them out at Dubby.gg. There will be a link in the description. Also, check out my merch. They'll be linked in the description as well. And let's get right into this video. Alright, so we are doing a jersey version this time, mainly because it's the one I found. Congrats to this guy, whoever he is, CMP18, for making this. But either way, let's get right into this. We'll start off with who I think is the best tight end in the league right at this moment, and that is none other than George Kittle. George Kittle is a 99 in my book. He's been the best tight end for, honestly, 3 to 4 years, in my opinion. He is a more overall complete tight end than Travis Kelce. I don't think that's very debatable. Kelce is not a bad blocker, but Kittle's a better blocker, and they're probably just as good as receivers as each other. So give Kittle the #1 spot for me. He's a 99, and, well, you know, we'll get to the rest of them later. Let's jump to a rookie. Let's go to Colston Loveland, the first tight end taken. I think he deserves about a 74. Good tight end prospect, not a elite prospect in my book, but a good one, no doubt about it. Fine player, 74, definitely a dev trait. If you know me, I don't put rookies very high. I don't think they should be high. I think Madden even often puts them way too high. Also, second-year players. We'll talk about that later. But either way, let's move on. Kyle Pitts. He does about an 80, 81 maybe. He hasn't really done anything. He's been fine. You can argue about his quarterbacks and who he's had. I don't really care. He's fine. That's about all you can say. Evan Ingram, moving on to his next team is the Denver Broncos. 85. Been a solid tight end the last couple of years. I was an Evan Ingram hater for a while, but I'll admit he has become a pretty decent player. A decent player. That much is true. All right, I'll give him that much. Tyler Higbee. 79, 80. Somewhere right there. I'll go 79. Really just solid tight end, but he's just not special. There's nothing special about Tyler Higbee. He's just good. There's nothing else, just good. But that's fine. Tyler Conklin, another good player. Probably like a 77, 76, something like that. Not as good as Higbee. Still good, still decent, very similar. It is what it is. Let's go to one of my favorite tight ends, Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth, in my book, he deserves like an 86, 87. Really dependable tight end. The only thing I can complain about Pat Freiermuth is his injuries. He is far too often injured, and it's all small things, little things. He misses a game or two here, a game or two there, but it's every single year, missing, 3 to 5 games every year off of one little thing here, one little thing there. It's very annoying. The best ability is availability, but the talent on the field, it speaks for itself. Pat Freiermuth is one of the better tight ends in the league. I'd say back end of top 10 or so. We'll see where he really lands, but either way, I like Pat Freiermuth a lot. 86, 87, I think that's pretty fair. Let's go to Trey McBride. Definitely had a massive year last year. He's up to, I would say, a 91. Very good. Not elite yet, but very, very close to breaking that little bit of a stop there. Let's go to the Bills. Dalton Kincaid. I think he's about an 80. Been good. Athletic monster. Just hasn't done enough. Honestly, maybe should drop him down to a 79. I don't think he's done enough to be an 80 at this point. Dawson Knox, 78. We'll drop him right in between there. Good, not great. That's all you can say. Cole Kmet. For me, I like him at an 80, 81 maybe. Cole Kmet is a guy I like a lot. Really overall solid tight end. Just doesn't have the receiving prowess that some of the other tight ends have. Doesn't have the blocking ability that other tight ends have. Kind of just a little bit of a middleman, but he's still definitely very good. Michael Mayer, we'll go with him at a 71. Hasn't really done anything since he's been drafted. It is what it is there. Cade Otton, really solid tight end. You're not loving it, but it's not bad. I'll go with a 77. I think that's pretty fair for him. Hunter Henry, one of the most underrated tight ends in the league in my book. I think he's one of the better ones and doesn't get the credit for that. Give me an 86 for Hunter Henry. Really, really, really solid. Just doesn't have a lot of flash, but incredible at all the things. Does all the things as good as you can without being elite to the utmost degree. Dalton Schultz, pretty average tight end. Fine, just not special. Not really an elite blocker by any means. Fine, he's a good receiver. He's more of a receiver in general, but just not really special. I'll give him like an 81, 82. Well, I think Komet's better than him, so I'll give him that. Brevin Jordan, I like Brevin Jordan as a backup. Number 2 tight end, pretty fine. I'll give him a 72. Let's see. Will Dissly, very good blocking tight end. Give me a 75 on him. Him and Conklin are a really good duo, even though they're not elite there. Let's go with Mo Alley Cox. 73. Think he's very good. Think he's a very good depth piece. Just not a guy you're just, elite about. You're just super happy with. Mike Gesicki, fine. Once again, a receiver. Not incredibly special. I'll go with 70, 78. I think that's very fair. Tanner Hudson, 73. He was pretty decent last year. Eric All, he's probably a 69. Drew Sample, probably a 67. Terrence Ferguson, or excuse me, not Terrence Ferguson. Terrence Ferguson's a tackle. Jake Ferguson's, my bad there. Give me an 80 on him. He is kind of just a very mid tight end. Not a great receiver, not a great blocker, just a lot of decent in the middle, does everything well. Nothing, pretty good at what he does, just not a master of anything. Donald Parham, give me like a 68 on him. Just, average, not really great, whatever it is. Tucker Kraft, let's go to Tucker Kraft here. I like Tucker Kraft. I think he's about an 80 as well. Honestly, I actually don't think I can put him there. He hasn't had enough done in his career to be doing that yet. Very solid. Give me a 77 on him. Luke Musgrave, a 74. Tucker Kraft, I'll admit, I thought Musgrave was going to be their tight end 1, and it turned out being Kraft out of that draft class. But Kraft has just not done enough yet. He had a really good year last year. The year before, though, he didn't hardly do anything. So I just need to see him do more for a longer period of time. Brock Bowers obviously broke out immensely last year. He is one of the very few rookies that I think deserves a massive rating because of what he did do. In terms of rookies, if you've been around my channel, you know that I don't think rookies should ever go above like an 85 because, well, it just is what it is. For him, he deserves an 85. He is about as good as a rookie can have it. This is probably an 85 with a superstar dev and, the chance to jump up to the 90s very, very quickly if this year starts off the way last year ended. Definitely not upset about that. Dallas Goedert, I think still one of the best tight ends in the league. Give me a 90 on Dallas Goedert. Does get hurt a lot, it seems like, but just really good tight end. When he's on the field, he is a difference maker in every single way. He doesn't even need the ball in his hands. He's a blocker, works his butt off. Love Dallas Goedert. I looked at the wrong name. Sam Laporta. Couple years in the league now. Last year was a little bit of a down year. Give me an 89. Really solid, just needs a little bit more to jump over guys like Goddard and maybe even McBride, who's been around just a hair bit longer. Travis Kelce, 97. I'll say 96, 97. Let's go 96. Definitely taking a fall since he, but he's still Travis Kelce. He's still Travis Kelce. No need to argue about that. Jonnu Smith, really good year last year. Kind of a nice little gadgety tight end. Give me an 80 on him. Let's see. Let's go to Colby Parkinson. Really solid depth piece, 73. I'm fine with that. Thomas Fidone, a rookie. He's about a 68. Let's see. Connor Hayward. I'll go with a 69. Connor Hayward, very underrated player in my opinion. Does a lot of good stuff. And then you might say this is just your Steelers fandom coming out. Does a lot of good stuff on the field. Makes insane grabs. He doesn't get on the field much, but when he does, he's always doing something that just benefits the team. Check the film, man. You got to watch this guy play. You'll understand what I mean when you actually see it on the field. Not saying he's great. He's a 69 overall. That's not that great, but, man, he ain't even given that half the time. Darnell Washington, one of the best blocking tight ends. Let's just get the Steelers out of here. Also just a monster of a man. He's like a 72. Really, really solid. Not amazing. Just fine. Just really good. Good, not great. TJ Hawkinson, top 3 tight end in my opinion. He's a 96. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be offended if you put him over Kelce. I don't know that I would do it, but wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Juwan Johnson, probably one of the more overrated tight ends. Very fine. He's a receiver. He ain't a tight end. He's a receiver. Bro don't block. He's good, though. I mean, what he does, 77. That's a fine rating. Foster Moreau, 72. I think right about here with Washington's pretty good. I'd probably take Washington over him, though. Let's see. Chris Manhurst, 65. Mason Taylor. Let's go with the rookie here. Mason Taylor, I'll give him a 69. I don't think you can give him much better than that right now. I'm not a big Mason Taylor guy. I will tell you who I am a fan of, though. Let me find him here. Mitchell Evans. I don't know how Mitchell Evans went as low in the draft as he did. Give me a 71 on Mitchell Evans. I think he's going to be a massive player for the Panthers. David Njoku, one of the most overrated players in the entire NFL. He is a good tight end, not a great tight end. He is the prime example of being a great athlete does not make you a great football player. Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete, can jump out of the gym, can run, and do all the things, but he's just not a special tight end at all. Honestly, like a 81, I'd take him under Johnny Smith, but I'd probably take Jake Ferguson over him, probably take Kyle Pitts over him, Schultz, Kmet. That's just my opinion on that. And if you disagree, wah. Let's see. Who I'm going to go with here? Isaiah Oliver, very good depth piece. 75, really good depth piece there. Tip Ryman, give me a 71. I like what I've seen from Tip Ryman in the year of his career, but that's about it. Isaiah Likely, one of the better tight end twos in the league. Let's go with a 77. I don't... Right there. I think I'd take Knox over him at this point. I've seen Knox be a tight end one, and I like that better. But Mark Andrews obviously had his struggles this year. He's still going to be an 85 for me. Really solid rating. Just kind of got to pick it back up in the long run. Harold Fannin, I wasn't the biggest fan of him. He's fine, though. I'm going to go with a 68. Just under Mason Taylor, but not the biggest fan. Let's see. Charlie Kolar, depth piece, 67. Brevin Spanford, 64. Adam Troutman, one of the, he was a tight end one last year, or basically had to be. And that's not great. He's like a 73. 73. We'll go 73 right there. Lucas Krull, I think it's Lucas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's like a 67. Not amazing. Brock Wright, one of the better tight end twos in the league as well. 72 with Darnell Washington. I like that. Kate Stover, 69. Not bad. Jelani Woods, 68-ish. Not bad. Alec Ogletree, 67. Brenton Strange, not a huge fan of what I've seen. 72. We'll go there. Grant Calcaterra, 70. Not special. Jeremy Ruckert, 70. Not special. Kylan Granson, 67. Somewhere over here. Not special. Kieft, I don't know how to say it exactly. 65. One of the, not special. Zach Ertz. I'm a big Zach Ertz fan. If you've been around my channel, you know that. 84, excuse me. I like Zach Ertz a whole lot. Always have, always will. Probably a little overrated, but I don't care. He's one of my favorite tight ends I've ever seen play the game. Jatavian Sanders. I like Jatavian Sanders. Give me a 74 on him. Tommy Trimble, 72. Fine player, not special, okay? I believe this is Ian Thomas. If I'm wrong on that, forgive me. If that is Ian Thomas, give me a 70 there. Let's see. Austin Hooper. What a fall off for this guy, man. 75, still a decent rating, but yeah, not great. Greg Dulcich, 71. I think about there is good. Johnny Munt, or Charlie Munt, Johnny Munt, one of the two. I can't remember. 70. I know the player, I just don't know which one it is. Noah Gray, pretty good tight end too. He's about a 77. I'd give him that much. I think that's a very fair rating. Is that Bob Tonyan? Is he rating number 49 now? I don't love that. 72. Albert Ufufwimfwim is what I've always called him. I'm a big Albert Ufufwimfwim guy. Give me a 69 for him. Very, very much a fan of him. Charlie Warner. I like Charlie Warner. 70. Taysom Hill. If you're grading him as a tight end, he's like a 65. But if you're grading him as a football player and like a Madden rating, what he would get, he's going to be like a 74 just because of all the qualities he has. It's what it is. Ben Sinot, I don't know exactly how you say his name, 71. I don't remember exactly where the line is. We'll go about here. Jared Wiley, 68. I think about there's good. Daniel Bellinger, 70 is fine with me. Theo Johnson, about a 72. I'm good with that. Let's see. Noah Fant, one of the most average starting tight ends in the league, about a 75. Not great. Definitely not great. Arroyo, the rookie, what's his first name? Eli Arroyo? No, I don't remember. 70. I'm good with that. Chigakonkwo, once again, a bad number one tight end. 73. Not great there. Let's see. Ross Dwelly. Kind of a blocking tight end. 70 there. Not big on him at all. Ooh, let's see. Gunnar Helm. I do like Gunnar Helm as a rookie. Give me a 71 on Gunnar Helm. I know he had to struggle at a combine, but it's fine. He'll get over it. Obviously, the best rookie tight end this year, in my opinion, Tyler Warren. I think he deserves a 77. I'm a big Tyler Warren fan. I love what he does. The gadget player that he can be. The H-back / tight end / slot receiver / inline guy. All the things. Tyler Warren's him. Very old school style tight end. Love it. Love to see it. Can't wait to watch him play. Justin Shorter, I believe this is. Receiver turned tight end. Not good. 65. Hunter Long, 67. I don't know if that's even the right place, but just, yeah, whatever. Shane Zylstra, 70. Really solid backup tight end. Really, really solid, that's for sure. Kenny, yeah, boy, 63. He sucks. Luke Schoonmaker, 67. Not very good. I think it's Charlie Whiteheart, I believe. Don't forgive me if I'm wrong there. 66. I know the player, don't know the name. Durham Smythe, 70. I like Durham Smythe. I ain't gonna lie to you. Will Mallory, I believe this is. Not good. 66. I don't know if I've given out any 66s yet, so we'll go there. I don't honestly know a lot of the last these. I think it's Luke Farrell and Jake DeGuara and Eric Saubert and I know. Is it Ryan Bates? I don't know. John Bates. Josh Wiley. Is that not Steven Sims? No. I don't know. I don't know a lot of the rest of these guys, so I think I'm going to end this here. Gavin Bartholomew, I believe. Jaheim Bell. Jack Stoll. I know more than I guess I realized, but either way, this is what I'm thinking I'm going to end with. I'll go ahead and rank in order. Kittle, Kelsey, Hawkinson, I'm good with that. McBride, Goddard, I'm pretty good with that. Laporta, I'll go Henry over Freiermuth. At this point, Freiermuth over Bowers just because he's played longer. Bowers has played 1 year in the NFL. Yeah, if I'm taking him from today, I'm probably taking Bowers. But I like the body of work I've seen year after year from Freiermuth more than 1 year of Bowers. Because 1 year wonders happen. Not so much often in tight ends, but hey, that's just what I do. If you've been around my channel, you know that. I don't give rookies their flowers after one season. You got to prove it. Freiermuth has been a very solid tight end his whole career. Very solid. Very solid. Not elite, but very solid. Nothing wrong with him. He got an extension for a reason. Bowers is well on his way to being one of the better tight ends in the league. He'll jump Freiermuth probably pretty quickly. He's got to do it. Give him time to do it, okay? Musgrave is good. I like that. You know, rookies-wise, we've got Warren, then Loveland. Then I believe the next one is Mitchell Evans. I'm a big Mitchell Evans guy. Big fan of him. That may be high comparatively. Gunnar Helms down here. I actually think it's pretty good, though. I like Mitchell Evans a ton. So either way, that's what I'm going to do for this one. This is your tight end Madden ratings. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And make sure to like this video. Hit the subscribe button. They do help me out a ton, especially while I'm gone on vacation or work, whatever you want to call this. But either way, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next potentially pre-recorded video.